Start from the beginning. Can you please share your personal background and how you originally got into the finance?
Okay, so my name is Farhan bin Ziad. I founded Next Inc. I am the managing partner, founder Next Inc. We are working in different kind of industries from fintech, finance, brokerage, and sales and marketing. But today we're going to talk about Next Capital Holdings. So Next Capital Holdings is one of the leading offshore financial firm right now, operating in US. We are operating from Dubai and offices in different regions, sales offices in different regions. So yeah, we are in alternative financing space. We're specialized in working capital, equipment financing, line of credits, and invoice factoring. So these are the products we do, but our sole focus on our main core product is the cash advances, is the MCAs. We target small and mid-sized business owners, and we provide them initial working capital, whatever they need to get to keep the things going, their ongoing processes, their hirings, if they want to buy more equipment, if they want to hire more people, if they want to expand their business, anything that need working capital. That's what we operate in, that's what we do. So yeah.
And how did you come up to uh, opening this company? And what was your background? How did you come up with this idea? And what problem or opportunity did you see in the United States that led to the company creation?
Okay, so I can give you an overview of how I ended up in this industry. So I'm in this industry for 6 years now. I started as a sales rep locally here, and started working with this company as a sales rep, providing working capital, business finance to the business owners. And then I shifted and started working as an independent ISO representative and independent sales organization representative for a lender. And that's when I get interested in this industry and keeping to work in this industry in a long run. And after that, in 2023, I co-founded Next Capital Holdings, just not to connect the business owners to the lenders or investors. Plus, we try to connect the affiliates and the especially the offshore affiliates who couldn't reach the top tier lenders or top tier investors. We super broke deals for them. So what we do is we try to connect the business owners, the merchants, the affiliates to the top tier investors, because I have a huge network of investors and investor and the lenders, funders. So we try to super broke deals for them as well, and we try to fund direct business owners. We syndicate, and yeah, that's how I ended up in this finance space. So from 2023, I'm managing this Next Capital Holdings myself, and funded millions of dollars to these businesses, small businesses. Yeah.
Mm. So basically, like during these 6 years, what you were doing is getting connections, getting the phone numbers of like really, really big investors. Once you reach that level, ecosystem of a lot of a lot of really influential people, you decided that this is a chance to start a company to actually connect people. Is it right? So
Exactly, exactly. There are a lot of companies, again, working in the same industry. There are a lot of brokers, ISOs, who are already working in this industry. And what we are doing extra, or what we are doing different from them, is we just don't connect the business owners to the investors or lenders. Plus, we also try to connect the affiliates, the offshore affiliates, especially, who couldn't reach the top tier lenders. And obviously they have a huge book of clients, they have a huge pipeline, and they are generating leads every day. They are finding out business owners who need business financing every day. So that's what we do. We try to connect the affiliates, the top tier affiliates, to the business owners and to the investors. So their deals, whatever they are bringing on the table, get the exact same lender, exact lender, whoever is going to fund that deal.
Was there ever a moment where it like just skyrocketing?
I mean, I can't say if it's in the skyrocket space right now, because we are still in um, early stage company. But again, I know for a fact that we are on the right direction. And what we are doing is we are doing a lot of things different from a lot of brokers out there, a lot of finance brokers out there, for a lot of ISO shops out there. So yeah, there are a lot of things, because I personally, I'm not in US myself. So that's one gap I find out myself, that there are a lot of deals, a lot of brokers, there are a lot of people who are working in the same space, but they can't reach the top tier lenders, top tier investors, and their deals, they are just selling and pitching the crap deals to their merchants and to their clients. So I can give you an example, that there are, I mean, there are a lot of businesses who can qualify for a better program, who can qualify for a better deal, but just because the guy they are working with, or the company they are working with, didn't have the best outreach, didn't have the best resources, uh, that's the reason they didn't get what they um, what they should get. So there are a lot of that is the gap I find out myself, that if I have the network to connect, if I have the network of big lenders, big investors, I can connect all those affiliates and super broke deals for them and give them a good split in it. So that is one thing we are doing different from all the other finance companies out there. Day to day tasks are like, we have sales teams, as I told you, we have sales teams all across different regions out there. Right now we have more than 40 plus sales representatives, sales operators, closers, and the affiliates all across different regions. So yeah, 40 plus sales representatives. So what they do is, they find out people who are looking for business finance, different from different sources. Obviously we have marketing strategies, we do cold calling as well, we do some other things as well, to find out businesses who need business financing, or who are in need of business financing. That's a sales part. And or day-to-day cycles means we get the docs in, we get the documents we required from them, just to take a look into their businesses and to see if they are even qualified for that or not, what program they are qualified for, and what exactly we can do for them. So there are the underwriting steps. We find out how many cash advances they have, how many liabilities they have, what kind of financials, what kind of revenues they are generating, what kind of businesses they have. We look out into market and see their account receivables, what kind of revenues they're going to get in next 30, 60, 90 days. So these type of things all included in underwriting. Obviously the lenders do their underwriting themselves, but before that we do some pre-underwriting, just to see what our merchant or what our client we are working with, that specific business will qualify for. And we take them to the specific a specific investor who gonna get them the best of the best. The best part of my industry and the specifics I'm working in right now, the cash advance or core product, we can fund a business as little as 2 to 3 hours. I mean, there's a business come into my guy got a business in, right? He speak to the owner, and the guy is looking for, let's say, 50,000 for his business, and he needed it like yesterday. He was in super need of that 50K, and we get the docs in, we do our underwriting or pre-underwriting. And if his business financials are strong, if his background is strong, if he is qualified for that 50K, and if, let's say, if everything is good on point, the max time we take is mm, not more than 4 to 5 hours to fund a business, even if it's a 5K deal or even if it's $1 million deal. So yeah, if we talk about my previous experience, the deal I closed, in the fastest deal I closed, it was like 3.5 hour, from a cold call to close the deal. So everything in 3 hours, because that client, he was in need everything. When my guy got that client on the call, he was already working with 2 3 different brokers, and he said, hey, I don't want to go over all the steps. I already know everything. This is what I have on the table. If you can beat this offer, I'm going to work with you. And when I get on the phone with him, I saw what offer he have, and I did some underwriting myself over the phone, and find out that yeah, his background is strong, his financials are solid, and we can definitely get him more than that. So yeah, we did that actually, and maybe in 3.5 hours we closed that deal.
It's interesting how in 3.5 hours find out this business is like um, qualified for such kind of a finance, because for that much, like for that short period of time, how can you qualify that this business is worth it, giving that amount of money? How do you know if they can like or something else? How you actually qualify?
Okay, so I mean, as I told you, this is the best part of the industry. What I'm in alternative financing, right? So whenever a business need a financing, he can either go to one or two options. He have one or two options. One is either he can go to banks. One is he can apply for a government program, SBA, PPP, other programs, or second option, he can go to his local bank or credit union. So the third option is the us, right? The alternative financiers, the private investors, right? So the best thing about us is our money is completely unsecured. And on top of that, my money is not, it's not a loan. It's not a loan at all. It's purchase of their future receivables at discounted price. So it's actually purchase of their future receivables, and it's not even considered as a loan on documents as well. So whenever someone needs money, he can either go to 2 3 different options. And my option, my good thing about working with us or someone from alternative financing is that our money is completely unsecured, right? There's no collateral, no nothing on top of that. Even if it's a 5K deal, even if it's $1 million deal, it's completely unsecured. On top of that, uh, there's minimum documentations, which means we required minimum documentation, just the 3 months bank's application, account receivables, if we have credit card statements, if we have. If not, we can only work with 3 months bank statements, and that's it. And the third best thing about the product is that we work as I mean, we can get deals done in 2 to 3 hours. Some, obviously, there are some deals that take longer than that, but mostly, if everything is good to go, if everything is doable in a day, we can get that done.
Can you please explain to me what is so if it's not a loan, so it's like you get part of the company, or how it does it work, or you get the royalty from the profit?
Okay, so it's actually a purchase of their future receivables in discounted price. So which means that based on their previous their previous financial history, their last 3 months banks, their deposits, their withdrawals, on based of that, we assume how much money they're gonna make in next time of period, we whatever our term is gonna be. So what we do is we purchase their receivables, whatever they're gonna make, let's say at discounted rate. So but our payments, whatever we collect back on either daily or weekly basis. So we collect either on daily or weekly basis. So let's say we fund up $50,000 to a business, right? We are not going to collect one time in a month. What we're going to do is we're going to collect four times. If it's a weekly payment, we're going to collect four times a month. And if it's a daily payment, we're going to collect 21 times a month. So we get our money back instantly. They don't have to, wait for a whole month, collect a complete chunk, and pay us in one shot. Other than that, we just collect our money back in small chunks every day, or if it's a weekly payments, four time a week, four time a month. So yeah, that's what we do.
How many departments in your company?
Okay, so if we go over the breakdown, yes, there's going to be a cold callers team. There is a cold caller team who do mass cold calling, and find out people who are looking for funds, and then we have closers, and who get who get on an expectation call, see what exactly the guy is looking for, and what exactly we can do based without the underwriting, just based on what we can see, what we see on table at that moment, and whatever the merchant tells us, on based on that, the closers to an expectation call, just to try to figure out what exactly he is looking for, or what exactly we can do. So after the cold callers, we do some pre underwriting, where we go over his bank statements, we go over his account receivables, we go over his basic information, his business address, his website, and the positions he have, the lenders he is working with, and the kind of payments he's making, everything, and on based on that report, then we have the exact numbers, then we have everything, like the guy have four positions, the guy have these two companies he's working with right now, guy has like 150,000 in account receivables, 100,000 in revenues. The daily balances are good. He have only two positions. Last one he got 120,000. Now we know that he's an A plus paper deal, right? It's an A paper deal, and we need to go to those specific funders, those specific lenders who do A plus deal, right? And if there's a deal which means the guy is making like 25 to 30,000 a month, he have two positions, and his he have negatives, his business is not that solid, his financials are not looking that solid. Now we know it's an high risk deal, and we have to go to a high risk lender, or high risk partner. We have to take that deal to high risk partner. So yeah, there are stages for every merchant, every business. Not every business is going to be great, not every business is going to be bad. So everything depends on each file. But again, if we come back to the breakdown of the departments, we have marketing team. We have marketing team handles SMS, we do mass SMS, we do emailing, we do cold calling, and there are a couple of sources we use AI automations as well. We have as I said, Next Inc operate in different industries. So there's a company called Nextco, which is a full scale sales and marketing organization. It is doing sales and marketing for different companies for in different industries. On top of that, it does the marketing and sales for Next Capital Holdings as well. So yeah, we manage everything in house, from first call to getting deal done, getting the guy wire his money, get his money, taking everything, or bought from it as well, everything in house. We do syndicate in these deals as well. Like if there is a need, let's say lender, lender can do like 50,000, can do more than that, and my merchant need 55, we go all in, syndicate 5,000 and make it 55. So yeah.
When did you start applying the AI automations to? I assume that you apply AI automations to your sales process, maybe cold calling or email outbound. When did you apply it, and which results you got? Probably like within the month's time or 3 months time.
Okay, so as we both know, like after 2020, but the AI is taking place, and in every industry AI is taking place. And yeah, we are utilizing AI on its peak. We are utilizing AI in cold calling as well, in SMS marketing. We built in AI agents for, it's actually replacing a lot of sales guys as well, and doing job better than them. But again, we can't really replace everything with an AI, because there are a lot of things that we have to do manually. AI can do that better than a human. But we are utilizing AI from last maybe a year. Yeah, maybe 10 months or a year, and it's working out for us.
And what are the results of using this AI?
I
You
mean, yeah, we
increase your
increased.
revenue.
Yes, we increased the sales cycle. We increased the sales, a good amount of sales. And on top of that, everything is organized. Like the CRMs, the AI backed CRMs are helping us managing or book of clients, lead management, the sales pipeline management. On top of that, the marketing and the sales, marketing, everything. So AI is actually working out in all dimensions, helping us out in different things. And actually, if we are increasing the sales, it is eventually increasing the revenue as well.
Can you give us like one example of the most interesting example of usage of AI in your company?
Yes. So yeah, they are. As I said, the next core is managing and building the softwares, the CRM softwares. One platform, or there are some SaaS platforms that we used for SMS and emailing. So the best thing we use from AI is, one, we have the AI bot and the chat bot in our website. First we have to do that manually. First we have that we had our number in there, and anyone visit our website, they have to call us, right? They have to call us and discuss the financing. Now we have a chatbot in our website. Anyone can go there, type in whatever he needs, and chatbot will reply them accurately, like 100% accurate, according to whatever they put in. Like if they tell the chatbot that their revenues were 50K, they have these positions, four positions, they're negatives. Obviously chatbot is going to ask them the accurate questions, and on based on all those answers, chatbot is going to get them an idea of either they're going to get approved or what kind of dollar amount. And on top of that, chatbot is going to let us know that this merchant have these all these information and what exactly he's looking for. So if we think that it's that client worth giving a call, we give him a call right away and get him in. On top of that, for if we talk about the emailing and SMS marketing, yeah, AI automations is working out great for us. The AI agents are working great for us. Someone calls in and he needs business financing, AI reply them on a call, in just in a human voice, and get the pre-qualification before agent get on a call and get the information from him manually. Okay, so yeah, everything runs on trust, right? We are deploying millions of dollars into these small businesses, and without even meeting them in person. And I work with top investors, top funders. Many of them I never met in person. No lunch, no handshakes, no office visits. But still, we are funding millions of dollars every month to these small businesses. Everything what connect us to them is simple words followed by delivery. So yeah, everything works on trust. If we say it, we stand by it. And if we commit, we execute. and that's how the relationship build. So on top of that, on the client side, now 70% of our clients come back whenever they need funding. It's not about we are the cheapest. It's not about we overpromise them. It's just about last time we did what we said, right? We did clean business. So on a client side, on an investor and funder side, we do clean business, and without even meeting them in person, we are doing big business together. And it's everything based on relationship, everything based on trust. And it's been 3-4 years now under Next Capital Holdings, and relationships are getting stronger and stronger.
I mean, what determines which deals get approved the fastest? Like which financial statement or which lending, which lenders or which like managing partners, funding partners that they have worked with before, or like which criteria for you is like a symbol that this deal will be like closed, that I can trust this man.
I mean, yeah, every business is different. Every business is different, 100%. And we look into their financials, and we talk to them, and on based on different factors, we judge them. That is this gonna be a great partner for us, or is it gonna be the guy is gonna do funny business to us? Because at the end of the day, our money is completely unsecured. We don't um, take any collateral, no nothing. If they can easily default on us, they can take our money, run away, anything they can do that. J- but for that, obviously, we do all our underwriting, we do check and balances, we try to make sure that we are funding the right business. We are not putting money, into just throwing money into streets. And yeah, we do a lot of big underwriting. There's a big underwriting process behind funding every business. So everything is fast, obviously, but that doesn't mean that we are not doing any background checks or anything. If I can even tell you a story of one of my clients that I just remember. So it was I think mid 2024, or yeah, mid 2024 last year, yeah. So there was a merchant. He reached out to us. He was in a concert and event management business, an industry that most funders don't like, because it's too time sensitive. It's not a great industry that most funders like to fund. It's easy to say no. The guy needed 15,000 for an upcoming event. It's not for survival, it's for execution. He needs cash flow, additional 15,000 to get that project done, get that event done. And when I get on a phone with him, the guy told me that everything, the event is logged. He already have everything set up, and he's just short on cash for 15,000 and needed it like yesterday. He told me that his credit is strong, his financials are clean, he can easily go to bank and get approved easily, but he don't have time to do all the paperwork and waiting weeks. He said, I need it like today. And I even take a look on his financials, his account receivables, everything. Everything was solid. His FICO was good, and his statements were good. Everything was making sense to me. And I what I did is I went back to my network and structured a deal, make it work. On top of that, I syndicated myself into that deal and make it a full 15,000, funded him fast. And what's the best part about that client is, after that week done, he called us back, and he paid everything in one shot. He cleared his account in one shot, no delays, no nothing. And on top of that, today, till this date, he's not just working with us, he's not just our client, but he's a referral partner as well. He sent us other
Mhm.
businesses as well, and we pay him a referral fees on every business he refer us. So there is a fun story that started as a client in need, and now he's working as a partner, as a referral partner, and giving us, other businesses, because at that time we helped him, and he knew that these are the guys who gonna um, get us whatever they need. So yeah, 100%, we go all in if we feel that we can help someone. Obviously, we are not working just for helping someone. We are here to make money as well. But yeah, if there are chances to getting something done, going one step ahead, we always do that. Because if we talk about this specific client, he was in the industry, concert and event management. 90% of funders don't even like funding them. But I do have a big network of private guys, private investors, and if we like a deal, we syndicate and we fund them 100% ourselves as well.
That's beautiful. Which concept was it that you was finance?
I'm not sure about the concert. He did told me about who is going to perform. It was in I don't really remember the state, but it was actually a story of 2024, and yeah, he told me about. He did give me all the details. He even wanted me to come, but I was not in US that time. So yeah.
That's interesting. And you also mentioned the referrals, like one of your client acquisition systems. And where do most of your clients come from at that moment? Is it direct? Is it referrals? Is it affiliates? Is it like cold calling? And is it brokers? Is it marketing campaigns? Right.
Okay, so yeah, the split is, if we do split, like 40% of our clients, or businesses that we fund are coming from the affiliates, the external people who are working for us, and the other 60% are from internal, that include the cold calling. We can say like 50% of it is from cold calling, and other 50% is from the marketing stuff, SMS, emailing, and other things. um, um, we do voicemail drops as well, we do SMS, we do emailing, we do a lot of things to get these clients in. So yeah, but moving forward in 2026, our plan is to increase the marketing campaigns, because that's where we are getting the most of the results these days. But 40% straight up from 100%, 40% come directly from the affiliates out there.
That's beautiful. Uh, and which acquisition channel from what you mentioned has surprised you the most in terms of quality?
For the AI using.
No. From a channel's perspective, that you mentioned the channels, and which channels have surprised you the most with in terms of quality?
Uh, I'm not sure about channels, but are you asking about the funding side or the sales end?
From acquisition perspective, when you are trying to get a client, you said you have 40% is affiliates, and other 60% is email and internal. So which channel from this that you mentioned has surprised you, the quality of clients? Which channel gets you the most?
Okay, so the affiliates, okay, the affiliates we have are not, they are all the affiliates work for us, are the some small sales organizations, small independent sales organizations. got connected to me from different referral partners, and yeah, I reached out to some of them. Some of them reached out to us because they know, because as in this industry, we are working as a super broker, right? And a lot of people know us as a super broker, and we fund deals for a lot of one man army, one man brokers out there, who don't have a huge network of lenders, who can't reach out to a big network. So we are already recognized as a super broker in this industry, so there are a lot of affiliates who reach out to us directly, and leave me a text on WhatsApp or LinkedIn that, hey, we are generating this amount of sales every month, and we need to work with you guys. We want you guys to help us, getting our deals done. So yeah, there are no specific channels, but it's just word to mouth.
And
Uh,
next topic is the most important topic in finance. It's risk, and every finance business lives on like or dies on risk. How do you personally think about it, and how do you keep manage this kind of risk? Because as you said that it's unsecured finance, and if you're reaching out to a client, he can just use some schema and pull off the money and do the bankruptcy. How do you manage this risk, and what is the percentage rate of such kind of terrible deals?
Okay, so the default rate is actually very high in this industry already. As you said, yes, there are a lot of clients who take money and run away. There are a lot of companies who work with debt settlement companies, and the scam debt settlement companies. People tell them, "Hey, I'm gonna lower your payments. You make it to a monthly payment or something like that." Crap, you know but again, the thing is, the default rate actually is super high in this industry, and what we do to eliminate this risk is, or sale process is, like, when we get the docs in, when we get the business financials in, we take a deep look into that. We see if that business, because the first most important thing is, we see that if we already have a relationship with the other lenders, right? If we already have a relationship with the other lenders, he's making payments to two other lenders, and he's making daily payments every day and never missed any payment, making payments from last 3 months, and consistently taking deals and paying them off in full, never had any issue, nothing. Obviously, we assume that it's gonna be good. We might be wrong. Might be that guy default on us, but there are chances that that guy is good with these type of deals. On top of that, yes, there are some forums, there are some platforms where we all, or lenders are collectively, you know collectively helping each other about any shady business owner or any shady business out there. So if there is a business who default on someone else, obviously that lender is gonna tell everyone else into or specific private forum that this business is bad. Stop doing business with that business owner. So yeah, there are platforms. On top of that, we check courts as well if that guy have any open issue with anything. On top of that, we in underwriting, we do check a lot of things like his website. On top of that, his credit score. Top of that, most important thing is credit score. Credit score tells a lot about a person, and his background. And yeah, there are a lot of, collectively, a lot of things, a lot of factors that we see. If that all of them are good, yes, that's the point when we go into that deal. Other than that, we just decline it. So if once the default ratio is super high, the decline ratio is also super high in this industry as well. Like, if we get in 10 business owners who are looking for funds, we are only going to fund one or two of them. Why? Because other 8 have something shady that we can't find.
For me, it seems like you have the super great sales pipeline and audit that you do before you're giving the finance. And for me, the most how it says the most surprising one is that you said that you do a really big background check, and then you said you close deals like within 3 or 4 hours. How are you doing that? So if it's I mean it's super risky, and you do it in like so fast in 3 or 4 hours. How can you perform at this speed and level?
Okay, that's a really good question. Well, everything is obviously streamlined, right? Everything is streamlined. All the underwriting process, all the background checks, everything is streamlined, right? On top of that, we ourselves, as a funder, as an investor, as a broker, we know that this risk of default is super high. That's why our rates are not regular as bank rates. Our rates are not as government charity program, right? Our rates are higher than all those other banks and government programs. And if bank is giving at 10%, obviously we're going to charge them 30%. Why? Because we are giving them unsecured money, right? So our rates are super high, not super high, but they are higher than the other things. And that's why we take risk, right? If there is a risk, there is a reward. So that's why if we see that this deal, it's a super high, it's a high risk deal, but we're gonna make this much money out of it. If that deal perform well, we go in. So yeah, there is risk, and we already know that there are chances that merchant is gonna default on us and take our money and run away. But still, the reward is high. That's why we take risk.
And do you use AI agents to do the background check and do like the business audit, or is it the background check is fully manual?
Yeah, there are companies who are testing out the AI things as well in the underwriting. We do it manually because we don't have like 100 of files a day or 200 of files a day. So whatever files we get or whatever businesses we get on a daily basis, we manage them manually. So that's why we are not using it. But I know that there are a lot of colleagues, and there are a lot of one of my partner who is working in a SaaS product. He built SaaS programs. He does use some of the AI things, like there's a money thumb. There's some other programs, some other softwares as well who do the underwriting. But we do use we did eliminate some of the steps with some AI products, some AI things. Let's say we used to do the bank verification manually before, um, but now we are using the decision logic, Plate, and these AI things to do the bank verification. Obviously we do that manually in the background as well, but just for the client, it's everything automatic. So yeah, we are trying to utilize the best we can. And yeah, whatever the tested product is, we try to utilize in Next Capital Holding as well.
And in terms of regulatory compliance, I'm not sure regarding the alternative finance, which kind of licenses or documents you need to actually work in the United States, because I think the United States is the most regulated like country in the entire world. I've heard that for every 5,000 needs to send the papers to FIU. And what about the next financing? And how did you manage uh, this kind of stuff, like being outside of the country? Because it's a lot of headache to get a license. And
So
I've heard that
actually, hmm go
Revolut
ahead.
is trying to get the bank license like for 2 or 3 years, and they still didn't get it. But Revolut is like the biggest fintech in Europe.
Okay, so as I said, the Next Capital Holdings, we are operating outside the US. We are operating from Dubai, and different regions, but we have main offices in New York. I have one of my partner, he is in New York, and he's my partner in Next Capital Holdings, and he manage everything. Like, he have experience in alternative financing from last, he's doing this for last 10-15 years, way more than me. And yeah, we collectively we have all the licenses, we have the companies registered, everything. There are, yes, there are some licenses required in California, Texas states to operate in alternative financing. So yeah, my partner handles everything of that. So yeah, we do have the local presence in United States as well. We are not completely remotely, but our main operations and everything is managed from Dubai. So yeah.
Got it. Got it. And let's let's flex a little bit. So next financing, 2-3 years. Which results you accomplished during this time? Um, is there any numbers you can mention which is not confidential? And maybe you can give up some gross numbers or revenue numbers or um, 2-3 KPI metrics that you can say.
So yeah, last 2-3 years, the I can say the best thing we got this in last 2-3 years, um is gonna be the relationships with all these people out there, all these funders out there, all these investors out there, the affiliates, the networking, right? Network is your net worth, right? And that is one thing I believe in 100%, because there are some times when my sales team is not generating anything, but we are still funding. There are some times that when affiliates are not, performing well, my sales team is generating. So yeah, and uh, just because we have a great network, we have a great people we work with, is because we are funding. And here's the reason: 70% of our client or 80% of our client come back to us. And whenever they need business financing, whenever their cousin, their anyone relative, any colleague, anyone need business financing, they know who to call. So the only reason behind it is our network, and we deliver whatever we say. And if we talk about the whatever we the numbers we did in last 3 years, right now I think we are doing more than 25 to 30 units a month. Obviously it's a sales, everything depends on, like if we talk about December, we only did like 8 units, just because of holidays and just because of things were slow. But back in November, everything was hot, everything was in rush, people was looking for money. And we did 23 units in November. And I am expecting a great push in January as well. And I am aiming for more than 30 units. And 30 units mean funding 30 businesses. Dollar amount doesn't really matter. Sometimes we fund a business 5,000. Sometimes we do business fund a business more than 250,000. So the dollar amount doesn't really matter. Everything, anything that matters is the units we fund. And we are averaging from 15, let's say 10 to 25 units a month, because it's a sales cycle. Obviously sometimes we do great in sales, and do above 20, but sometimes it's 10 or 12 or 13.
And when you mention 10 to 25 units, it means new business that come to you, right? Not the existing clients.
Yes, 100%. These are the new businesses that we fund. These are the new businesses. On top of that, there are, let's say, if we are funding 10 businesses a month, we're gonna fund five extra for renewals. Or five
Mm.
or 10 are gonna be the renewals. The people who worked with us in before, people we funded before, they're going to come back to us and in need of more working capital, more finance. And those deals are not complicated, because we work with them already. We have a business relationship established. We know them already. We know how, if they miss payments, if they did miss payments or not, and their history with us. So those are easy to fund.
And what is the cost per client in alternative financing, especially in your company? So how much does it take to get one unit?
Okay, so what exactly we are looking for into any business we like to fund is above 20,000 in revenues from last 3 months. And on top of that, the industries we don't like are the auto sales, the trucking. We do fund trucking, but need revenues above 100,000. And because these industries are risky industries and no one likes to fund them, the industries we like to fund are the restaurants, the medical offices, um, restaurants, and retailers, wholesalers. These type of businesses we like to fund because their revenues are consistent and their clients are consistent. We don't like funding seasonal businesses, but we do fund them. We fund everyone, right? Everyone, anyone have business revenues, consistent business revenues above 10,000 or 20,000, we give a shot to them. But the industries I just told you about, um, we love, are the industries are the industries industries we fund, even if they have 10,000 revenues or 8,000 revenues.
Yeah, but the question was regarding the cost per client. So how much your sales team spends to get one unit, average number?
So, I mean, I don't really have the exact numbers on the how much we spend and what we're gonna get out of it, because I don't really manage the sales directly. I do have the managers who manage sales and everything and get me just ROI and everything. I just manage the funding part, and I just manage I do the underwriting, I do the closing calls, I just close deals, I sell deals. And that's what I'm doing from last year, because now I have a team that can manage different departments and different everything. But if we talk about if we are talking about the ROI, return on investment, it's great. It's better than all these other sales, sales offices or sales industries. The ROI is way better than all these other industries in my industry.
Mm, Thank you for your answer. And regarding the revenue and profitability, are you more focused right now on revenue growth or margin quality?
Come again, please. Your voice was breaking.
Are you more focused right now on revenue growth or margin quality? Are you are trying to just scale and to forget about margin, or try to qualify and make a bigger margin?
We are 100% on scaling right now. We are 100% on scaling right now. And yeah, again, this industry, we do syndicate, because but for the revenue side, for the gross revenue side, we are it's a risky business. We sometimes we make a shit ton of money, sometimes we are in negative side. But so I don't really care about the revenue. We do care, I do care, but not that much. But we are on scaling side. We are trying to scale our company to a level where we are recognized because, as I told you, we are one of the leading offshore financial firm right now. But I think in a year or two, I'm gonna say we are one of the biggest financial firm right now, not just offshore, but in US or in inshore as well. So yeah, that is the goal.
I think that was very inspiring story. From you're from UAE or you're from which country?
Yes, I am based in UAE. Yes.
Yeah, UAE, but where you were born in UAE, right?
Yes, originally I'm from Pakistan.
Okay, so you were studying in Pakistan and then right?
Yes. We have offices,
Like,
we have sales offices, sales operation from Pakistan as well. We have in-house sales offices in Pakistan.
yeah. Okay, and where did you study? Which university you study?
So yeah, I studied in National University of Modern Languages. I did bachelor's in business finance, and yeah, that's where I studied.
Okay, for any uh, finance student in Pakistan, you are like for them it's like super great example. You're young, you're super successful, you achieved like really really great things in life, especially in that in super competing in competitive industry. Any advice for young 21 years old student from in Pakistan who also wants to achieve and see you as like inspiration? What can you say to them?
Okay, so first thing, I think again I'm gonna say I'm still in an early stage and still learning a lot of things. The goal I have in my mind with myself and with my company is still a long way to go. And if we talk about one thing that I'm gonna tell to all these kids out there is gonna be you must have one goal, and you have to stick to it. You have to trust the process. Whatever you do, you have to trust the process, right? And just stick to the system. It's gonna work out. Obviously everything have its own time, everything have its own time to for success, but stick to the system, trust the process, it's gonna work out 100%.
It's great words because people in these days like miss consistency because this is like the most important part because if you miss that you miss any long-term goal.
100%. That is our old school thing, and I think we as a Gen Z is lacking that thing of consistency and discipline. But I think the old school guys, all these ultra successful people, all these millionaires, billionaires out there, if we one thing we're gonna find common in all these people out there is gonna be the consistency, is gonna be the discipline, you know and
Yeah,
yeah, if we read the biographies, I love reading books, and I love reading biographies, all these successful people out there. And one thing I find common is, one is the consistency, one is the discipline, and the law of attraction. So you have to keep one vision in your mind, and you have to work for it, because nothing is gonna happen itself or overnight. You have to work for it, and trust the process, stick to the system, it's gonna work out 100%.
yeah. Who's your biggest inspiration?
Biggest inspiration. So right now I am aiming for 30 under 30 Forbes, and I'm still 22 right now, and I think I still have 8 years to get it done. But I think 8 years is a long time. Gonna get it done before that. And inspiration. One I'm gonna suggest one book which I read 2 3 times, is Can't Hurt Me by David Coggins. And that is one of the book that I love, because my book, I don't have it with me right now. I have this other book with me. It is this one I was reading yesterday, The Alchemist. And it is actually on philosophy. It's not on self growth or something like that, but it's a great book. And Can't Hurt Me, that is one of my favorite books. And it helped me a lot in my hard times, to keep going, to keep staying on track. Because Obviously there are a lot of we talked about all these flashy things and all that things, that how much we are generating, how we do finance, this, that, all those flashy things. But obviously there are days when no one is, looking at you, no one is there to, support you, no one is there to, you know tell you that it's going to work out for you. And just the, behind the closed doors dark room, it's just you and your inner voice, and you have to tell yourself that stay on track, it's going to work out. So yeah, that is a thing about mindset, and I am obsessed with, great minds, great mindsets. And that is the only thing, whenever we hire someone, we don't hire someone based on their qualification, we don't hire someone based on their experiences. We only hire people based on their mindset, their attitude toward whatever they wanna do in their life. If they are positive, if their mindset is positive, they are in, they are working for us. So that is exactly why we built a great system. My team, I love them, all of them are great. And the people I'm working with right now, the people who are in my team, they are like my brothers. And they are doing a great job, and you're gonna see us in um, as in one of the biggest startups in the fintech industry. Yeah.
And regarding the difficulty stuff, at this stage of the company, what is genuinely hard right now? What is hard for you?
Okay, so I'm not gonna say it's hard, but there are a lot of things that are getting, tougher as compared to it was before. Like, if we talk about finance, or if we talk about sales cycle, um, cold calling is actually very saturated right now. A lot of people are cold calling, and the other things, SMS, email marketing, SMS marketing used to be very good for us. But again, that domain, that specific domain is saturated as well. There are a lot of people are doing that, and government is putting regularities on those as well. So now we have to go through a complete verification process. We have to keep the words, we can't really use some of the words, some of the keywords. We have to be very careful about sending a text to any person out there. So yeah, there are a lot of things. um I can't say they are hard, they are impossible, but they are getting a little bit tougher than it used to be before.
Okay. Um, what do you think are I'm sure like there are like a lot of alternative financing companies that started and failed. And what do you think is the most clear criteria for you that which company will go up and which company will fail? Or what are like the most common mistakes that in your industry that like
Okay, so in my industry, the most of the companies who fail, or most of the brokers who don't perform, or sales representative. I mean, this is not a new question. I mean, there are a lot of salespeople who even ask me in my company, who even ask me that what are the things we have to make sure that we are doing right, and what are the things we have to avoid. Or that is the same answer for the companies who fail, and for the representatives or the sales guys who don't perform that much, is gonna be that they overpromise to their people, whoever they work with, who the businesses, these small businesses, and they are not getting them whatever they tell them they're gonna do. So they are not keeping their words. And this is one of the thing that, well, um, let's take an example of a new company who just get into this alternative finance industry. They are trying to do the sales, and get the people who are looking for funds, get their dogs in, right? So just in desperation, they get, they overpromise to people and get dogs in, and they don't have that network to provide what they told the merchant they're gonna do. And just because that they are not funding enough deals to bear their own expenses, to keep things going. And at the end of the day, everything depends on how many units are you funding, how many deals are you funding, and what's your default ratio and everything. Because if you are sending, because there are two type of things. One is simple, you are a broker, where you don't risk anything. And then there's a new thing which is called the super broker and the syndication. That's what we do. Is we do syndicate in these deals as well. We put our own money into these deals as well. So yeah, uh, for both of the companies there are different criteria. If you are in syndication, if you are in funding industry, if you are funding your deals yourself, obviously you have to invest in your underwriting. You have to invest in good underwriters, who qualify the merchant, who fund the businesses, who are going to return their money back. If their default ratio is super high, obviously they're going to lose all their money, right? And yeah, for both of the companies, even if they are funders, indicator, the criteria is going to be to spend good money on their underwriters, to qualify the businesses, and to keep their ISOs and the independent sales organizations happy, so they keep sending them deals. And for the ISOs, for the sales organizations, they have to they have to keep a good relationship with their merchants, a good relationship with their clients. So they have a big book of client, as a returning client, right? If they are not even generating new businesses, if they are not making new sales, they must have a book of client that they can fund on their bad months as well.
So it's just like proper management in simple words.
It's
Okay.
proper.
So
Obviously, every whichever business fails, even if it's a if it's a physical business, if it's a online business, if it's a retail shop, everything, whatever business fails, is just because of the management, right? So yeah, management depends. And I did break down what kind of management for both of the things.
and looking 6 to 12 months ahead, what does success look like for you and for next financing? So you said you close right now per month 10 to 25 units. And what will success look like for you in 6 to 12 months?
Okay, so we are testing, utilizing the automations on a bigger level. We just we just hired some more people in our marketing team, in our automation team, utilizing some of the platforms, some of the SaaS platforms like Go High Level, and some of the other CRMs, to automate everything. By this way, I am looking at increasing the sales cycle, um, by more than 40-50% increase into the sales, just because of the automations. uh, uh, because the marketing thing is working out for a lot of people. I have a lot of colleagues who are working in the same industry, and they are telling me that whatever working out for us, this industry is great. People tell each other whatever working in this industry. So yeah, I have good people around me who, based on their experiences, I know whatever working out for them, and we are going to utilize those things as well. And moving forward, we are aiming, we always onboard more affiliates all the time, and we are still onboarding more ISOs. Obviously, we qualify them. We don't onboard everyone. We have our own criteria, next capital holding criteria, that who is going for what affiliates we are gonna fund deals. And when they are qualified for our criteria, yeah, we onboard them. And we already have 10 to 15 right now, and we are keep onboarding more and more. So if you talk about next 6 to 12 months, first thing is going to be internal, where we are going to automate everything. We are going to increase our marketing stuff and these things. And for external, we are onboarding more affiliates. We are continuously onboarding them, and increasing the sales cycle. Yes.
Mm. Okay, and um, if we are going to be more concrete regarding the automations, you said you are acquiring a new CRM, and what exactly you are trying to automate in the sales cycle?
Not the new
How does
CRM.
this?
Not the new CRM. We are utilizing a white label CRM already, and for the if we talk about the sales cycle automations, what we are doing is we are building new workflows and automations. I'm not tech savvy myself. I don't really know all the things about these things because I do have people and for that specific jobs, and all I know is we are trying to do some automations and um, some building new pipelines and workflows to automate these things, like to let's say in a sales cycle, if we are calling someone, we send them text right away, we send them an email right away, and we used to get the documents on manually on emails. Now we are automating that. We send them a link, they upload on a secured form, right? They upload their all the documents which look more professional, and we used to send them a link for the application. Now we have a complete forum, a complete website forum where they go in, they tell everything to the AI board, and AI board complete the complete very application, send them in their inbox, they sign it and send it back. They don't have to fill everything themselves, right? So these are the some of the little things that we are working on right now, just just to improve the sales cycle, just to improve the loopholes in the sales cycle. So these are not the things I'm gonna say that gonna help us directly into sales, but these are the things gonna help us indirectly into the sales cycle and look the sales cycle more professional.
And which tools you usually use? Is it you mentioned workflow, so you hire N8N engineers, or you use Zapier, or you use Make.com?
Yes, N8 and Zapier, we do use that. Again, I don't really know 100% about those things, but we are continuously hiring people for Go High level for other CRMs. If you even if you can see my LinkedIn profile, we are always posting about the CRM specialists, CRM managers, and people who are savvy with these things, because I'm not savvy myself with these things. I'm a salesman. I can say I'm a salesman. I can sell deals, I can close deals. uh, I can sell oil to an Arab and gold to an jewel, but I don't really know about these automation stuff. So we are continuously hiring people for these things, and yeah, for the automations, we in underwriting we use Money Thumb, and Data Merge is a platform where we see uh, uh, things regarding that, and Money Thumb is a platform which I think it is a platform uh, which outline their revenues, their deposits, their daily balances, everything that we used to have to find out manually. Money Sum does that everything automatic with an AI. So yeah, these are the things. Zapier, I we use that, and it and yes, we use those things.
Okay. And you said that right now cold calling and email outreach is super saturated. And which life hacks or secrets do you use in email, for example, to get actually to increase the response rate?
Yeah, we have a team of marketing team who do manage all these things. In marketing, if we talk about email marketing, SMS marketing, obviously we use my sales team is continuously writing stuff, testing stuff. Obviously we do spend a lot of money on just testing what templates are working out for us, and obviously I can't really tell that what really work, because something is going to work out, something is going to work out right now, but after a week or 2 weeks It's the same template is not gonna get you any response. So the sales team, the copywriters are continuously changing things. Like in the holidays, we did send emails in holidays, but obviously it's customized emails, wishing them Christmas and wishing them all the goods for good for their for themselves and their family, and again telling them that hey, we are providing business finance. So yeah, my marketing team, you know is on it 100% all the time, writing content and figuring out what is working out, at that specific time.
Yeah, it's really important to stay in touch with new technologies, because if you don't, someone will, and you lose to them. That's really great. Okay, I think I have no more questions. This was like a really insightful conversation. Thank you for sharing so openly. Thank you for giving so many details. I'm pretty sure that this conversation will be really, really insightful and helpful for a lot of finance students and a lot of C-level executives who will take a look at your company. And you gave like really, really good insights.